I've been shopping for one of these for a while, and I found one locally for $7.50. So I contacted the seller and tried to set up a time to look at the machine. But normally, well, the person didn't get back to me until about 2 hours before we were about to meet. So the other thing is the person didn't provide me with the real name or address. So I just thought I'd do a video on how I try to buy used iMacs. My usual approach is to use Craigslist. And if I see something I like, I contact the seller and ask them a bunch of questions like, was it used in a... Did anyone smoke in the household? Do they have pets? Because smoke and pet dander can get into Macs with fans in them. I also ask, has it been used for video editing? Because those put a fairly high load on the system and can generate a fair amount of heat. Sometimes I'll ask about drive health, and I ask them to do it to run Drive DX and send me what the quality level of their hard drive or the SSD is. Was it used for business or professional? Did they buy it new? And if they answer the questions in the way that I like, and sometimes they just skip the questions, then I will indicate that I plan to bring an external drive, which I'll mount to check for being MDM locked or iCloud locked, because in the cases when they are locked, you won't be able to boot an external drive. I may also have tools on it. Sometimes the machine I look at doesn't have an operating system, so the external drive has an operating system on it, and if theirs doesn't have one, then I can just boot to my external drive to look at the hardware on the system and check for any problem areas. Now for targets, I usually look for used Macs in wealthy suburbs, and it gives me a better feeling that I'm not being scammed, or that it's a potential robbery. I'm a fairly big guy, work out a lot, so I'm not too worried about personal safety, but I generally try to avoid rough areas. If somebody doesn't, well, when I go to buy something or sell something, I give my name and address and phone number, which gives the other person the time to look me up to see that I'm a real person. I may send them the address to my YouTube channel so they can look at some of my videos to see what I'm interested in. But the idea is I want them to be comfortable in that I'm a real person. Now, normally, when I do that, they send their information as a reciprocation so that I can look them up. In this case, the person didn't give me their real name. They just gave me their first name. They didn't give me their address, so I couldn't look them up. The place where they're selling this is overall a nice city, but there are some rough parts to it, and if they gave me an address in the rough part, I would just say no. So that's my approach. They had this for $7.50, and as you can see, it's a pretty substantial discount from what I could get it for at Best Buy, although Best Buy, I can return it, and it has, I believe it has Apple Care on it, because I think it's Apple certified refurbished. But that's one of the things about buying and selling Macs. My wife had indicated that she wanted a 27-inch iMac. She has a 2018 Mini right now. So I just ordered a Dell, let's see, a U2723QE, which is a 4K 27-inch USB-C ultra sharp 4K 27-inch display. I think she will be happy with that. It's not quite as nice as an iMac with a 5K screen, but they're on sale for $450 right now at Amazon, and I think that's a good price. I'm going to give her my M1 Mac Mini, and it should be a very nice system for what she uses. Her current system is 2018 Mini with an i3, 128 gig SSD, and 8 gigabytes of RAM. The M1 Mini has 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 512 gig SSD, so it should be about maybe 50 to 60% faster, but the additional RAM and the additional storage should make it feel a lot faster and give her a lot more space to put stuff in. I do the updates for her. The last time I did an operating system update, I had to clean out old files, and I had to use an external drive to save the new operating system kit, and then go through the install procedure from there, because she didn't have enough space on her internal drive. But if you're looking at buying used stuff, every single week or almost every single day, there's a story on the Mac subreddit of somebody buying a Mac that's MDM locked or stolen, and so they lose out on all of the money they spent unless they can return it, and I like to avoid it. So I like to buy and sell used equipment. Just be safe out there.